She's digging up my chair. It has been so long since I last vlogged, but I just felt it. It is Tuesday, so it's not going to be like a full weekly vlog or anything, just kind of like a mini vlog, kind of catching up. Last week was really tough. I had a big histamine flare up, so I had like 2 brain dead days, and then I started getting my energy back on Thursday and was able to get everything done that I needed to, and then crashed again on Friday, and then Saturday was in bed with a migraine. So then Sunday was kind of touch and go. It was better, but still not great. And then yesterday was so-so because I got my period. So it's like, your girl needs a break. She needs a break. But anyway, here we are. We are vlogging. And yeah, I don't know. I just felt like saying hey and sharing this week with you. So here we are. I'm still in my slow summer morning era where I don't actually get out of bed until like 9 or 10. And it's been so weird still. Like I believe in my last couple of vlogs I was like struggling with that. I still am. Like I really want to get back to an earlier schedule, and my body is just like, just chill, will ya? Like so I'm really trying. But I, like, with everything going on with my health, like just so much fatigue and brain fog, but like good in, okay, like brain fog never feels good and fatigue never feels good, but it's from a good, like because of a good reason. And that is I've had a lot of healing going on, like emotional, trauma healing, things like that. So like, as frustrating as it is, like I was telling one of my clients, it's so hard because, I say clients, she's like a friend slash client. I was like, it's so hard because like I'm used to, 9 to 5 grind at my desk, and I just haven't been able to do that. I've only been able to get like 2 to 4 good hours of productivity every day. And she's like, but out of an 8-hour shift, most people only actually are productive for like 4 hours. Like on average. Like studies have been done. And I was like, oh, because like I've been so locked into the, I guess, toxic productivity like mindset where I don't know, I feel so obligated to be at my desk and like all that. I guess the TLDR is I'm still taking it a day at a time. I'm dealing with a lot of physical stuff while I heal. And I am grateful to be able to set my own schedule and listen to my body. There have been so many times in my life where I could not do that, and I'm just really trying to lean in and take advantage of a light schedule, basically. So, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me. And maybe I can share a little bit more about the healing later on. I'm feeling kind of anxious or antsy to get to work. I have quite a bit to do this week, and I'm just trying to make sure I chip away at it every day so it doesn't rack up. And also, like when I do feel good, taking advantage of the energy, like obviously trying not to burn myself out, but like, okay, my brain is online, what can I get done? And that way, if I do have a crappy day, later in the week, I'm not completely overwhelmed and behind on everything. So what today looks like is I need to meditate and then get to my to-do list, which, oh my God, I'm so excited. Don't tell anyone, but I was able to replicate my favorite part of Sunsama. I don't know why I'm talking quietly, like I was able to replicate my favorite parts of Sunsama in Notion and make an ADHD friendly task manager that I have actually been using. And it's tied to my meeting notes database so that when I am creating notes in a meeting, I can go down to the bottom of the page and add tasks from that meeting. So they're tied back to that meeting. So I can remember like, okay, here are the notes, here are the tasks, and like have that context and that like relation. And then the tasks show up on my task board. And I am absolutely loving it. Like, it has been amazing. I think I made it like 2 weeks ago, and I've been using it ever since, and it's just been incredible. I even programmed in, if you've used Sunsama, you'll know, I even programmed in a button at the bottom to finish the day. And it doesn't have like the guided parts of Sunsama, but like I used Sunsama for long enough that I understand how it works and the principles and everything. And the time blocking part is like, you know, where you can put in how long something took you or how long you think it'll take, so you can see your daily load, that kind of thing. Like, that functionality is not really in Notion. You have to put your tasks, like connect the database into Notion calendar, and then you can kind of time block like that. So like you can do it, but like the beauty of Sunsama is that everything is like built in, it's like baked in, and it's guided, where Notion you have to do it more yourself. But you know, like I said, I've done Sunsama for so long. Like I did it, I think used, I think it was over a year that I used it. And then my last job, they used Asana and Notion. So I was like, I don't really need Sunsama because everything I'm doing is for this job. So I stopped paying for it. But anyway, like I was like, okay, you know, I'm juggling multiple clients now, which I've gotten a couple more clients since we last talked. So I'm so excited. It's like I'm juggling multiple projects, multiple clients now. Some of them are like ongoing hourly work. Some of them are bigger projects. I was like, I really, really need this. So I built it. And so that was awesome. I think I took like one afternoon and just like knocked it out, and it was awesome. It felt so good to build something like that in Notion and figure out how to get like what I actually needed put together. So anyway, rambles aside, I wasn't really going anywhere with that, but I just wanted to share because it's so cool. But so yeah, I am going to go meditate and get to my task list. That's why I mentioned it. That's why it popped into my brain. This is my first vlog since I built it, and I hadn't told you guys about it. Okay, that's why. I was like, why did I go down that rabbit hole? But anyway, okay. Mystery solved. Mystery solved. So I'm going to get to it. And yeah, I don't even know what all I have to do today. I'm just going to try to get as much done as I can while my energy lasts. So I will check back in later. And just like that, it's evening. Oh. I actually surprised myself. I got some heavy brain stuff done for some Notion things I'm doing. My friends who send me work have been having me do like regular Notion build stuff for them. And like basically every week they give me a list of things and I do them. And I got the whole week's Notion tasks done today. I just was like, you know what? I'm going to front load the week. That's what I'm calling it, like in my brain. I'm going to front load the week and just get this stuff done while I have, you know, the brain power. And I was like, I'll just start and see how far I get. And I was able to get all of it done. Like, it was great. And it was interesting because that brain power spurt, like time period, whatever, time block, didn't actually happen until later in the day. And earlier in the day, like I did some light work, and then I took a break and gamed for a bit, and then I came back and I was like, I have some energy. So it's been interesting because it's been very non-conventional. It's been very much like this season is very much breaking out of that work before rest mentality that I have to work to earn the rest, to be more specific. And if I'm having a really bad like ADHD or brain fog moment, I don't try to just push through and then make everything worse because I get frustrated when it doesn't work. Like, I take a step back, I go lie down. If it's my body saying, hold up, you need to rest, I go lie down. Or if it's anxiety, I get up and walk around. If it's, I have a video game on my brain and that's all I can think of, I go play it for a little while and kind of get it out of my system, and then I'm able to come back and actually focus. Like, it feels so backwards, but it's been what I've needed. So no 2 days look the same. I listen to my body. I'm getting better at listening to my body. I should say that. I'm not there yet. But anyway, so that was just really cool though, because I was like, this morning I sat down and my to-do list and almost was like, oh my God, this is too much. Like, and had a freak out moment. And so I went and meditated and like did a few things and then came back and did a little bit of light work. And then, you know, like I said, I was able to dig in later. So it's like, so yeah, anyway, I was able to front load the week yesterday and today, get quite a bit done that I needed to for this week. So it feels really good. And like, I don't know, it feels like I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst in a way. Like, just in case I have another migraine, because this histamine flare-up is still kind of going on. Like I said, I'm better, but still been a little twingy today. So it's like, if it does come back, I don't have this whole page of to-dos sitting here, like, you know? But anyway, it's already been a way better week than it was last week. So yay, I think I'm hoping I'm on the, what do they call it? The recovery, the up, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm on my way out of that, hopefully. So anyway, I am gonna go play some Genshin. I pulled and got Moika, finally. Her banner just went live today. I won my 50-50 and got her. I wasn't at all sure I would be able to, because I was, like I said, on a 50-50 and had zero pity. But she did come a little early, so, and I won. So I am so excited. Oh my God. So that's my third, like, really powerful character that I've gotten lately. I got Escoffier, I got Skirk, and then now I've gotten Moika. So I feel like my account is like so stacked. So I'm thinking Spiral Abyss, I might be able to 36 star finally. That would be amazing. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna probably do my other dailies on like Sky, Wuwa, and then dig back into Palia, because last Sunday, so a week ago, I got back into Palia after 2 years of not being able to touch it. And I'm so excited because the TLDR is, I found out about it and started the beta like when it first like dropped immediately, like on Steam or like whatever the first place it dropped was, and then told my then best friend about it, and we played the crap out of it for quite a while. I want to say like a couple weeks, so not quite a while. ADHD brain. And it was still so new that like it was really grindy and there wasn't a whole lot in the game, so I got burnt out on it. I was like, eh. But like, because we spent hours and hours on it together, and I was like, you know, I'll come back when they have more content, whatever. And then I discovered Genshin later that year and like all this stuff. So I never really came back to it. And then when my best friend and I broke up last year, I thought about getting back into it at one point. And then my friend Paulina was like playing it a lot, and I was like, oh. And she mentioned it because I was like over Fortnite with all the bugs I've been having and like all the glitches and like everything, all the issues. And I was like, we've got to figure out something else to play. And she mentioned Palia. I think this is how it went. And I was like, I don't know. So like, because every time I saw it or thought about it, instantly thought about ex-best friend, and it's like, I don't think I can. But then last Sunday, I was like, I just, in the back of my head, I was like, I just felt the urge, the inkling, like you should try Palia again. You should just try it. 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 So I downloaded it, figured out my account, got in. I will say it was a little weird at first. It felt like, I don't know, just felt a little funky. But then as I was running around and I saw some of the things that they've changed and rebalanced, was like, okay, this is better. And then like got back into the story, and it stopped feeling like something that was just for me and my ex-BFF, you know, kind of thing. Like, okay, this is good. Like, I got over that, and I was like, wow, that's the power of healing right there. Like, it made me really excited to feel that shift. Like, okay. And then I told Paulina, and so she like got on with me, and we just power leveled basically. And it was awesome because of the perks with multiplayer. And last Friday, I was just like, it was a crash day. I kid you not. We were in Discord in the same call for over 7 hours on Friday. And we played Paleo that whole time. And it was incredible. Like, oh my God, it was so amazing to have something so relaxing and chill to play with her. But then also like completely rewriting over like just, I don't know, I can't even, changing all of my associations of that game and making it my game, not mine and BFF, but also like mine and Paulina's. And then on Saturday, another friend joined us, so the three of us were running around, and it was incredible. So it's just been really cool to get back into it. Plus, like with it releasing on PS5, that was another reason I decided to do it, because on Switch the resolution isn't that great, and then on my PC, like, first off, I don't want to be tied to my PC to sit in here. And second, like with the issues I've been having, the quality, even like in the beta 2 years ago, the quality wasn't that great for me. I had to turn everything down. So having it on PS5, I can sit in bed and play. The quality of the graphics is so much better. Like, everything has just been so much better. And then being able to share this with Paulina and make new memories and like redeem that and walk in the healing that I've found after everything that happened. Like, it's been so encouraging. It has been exactly what I needed right now, and hugely like encouraging. So anyway, I didn't mean to ramble all of that, but I just wanted to share. I am gonna stop yapping, and I'm gonna go play, and then I have to take a shower. Yeah. So I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow. I am so glad that today's Wednesday. It means that tomorrow's Thursday, which is my Friday. Try saying that 5 times fast. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just did my meditation, and I'm about to get started. So I wanted to pop on. I almost forgot, because I've gotten so out of practice with vlogging. Like, oh my God, it's definitely not a habit like it was, which is honestly okay, because I've definitely needed a break. And last week ended up being so tough that I didn't record a video. So I missed a week. I haven't posted one this week, and that was difficult because, you know, I made that commitment to myself. But I'm seeing it as a chance to let go. And I think that I needed that. Like, I made this commitment, and I have been doing my darndest to keep that, to post every week on YouTube in 2025. And I had a bad week, and I just had to be okay with the fact that I didn't post one. Am I still committed? Yes, I am, which is why I'm recording this, and why I'm going to do my absolute best to post every single week. But if I have a bad week, if I have an off week, a tough week, whatever, especially when my body is dealing with so much, that's okay. So that was interesting to kind of, in real time, feel guilty, but then also, like, my executive function was online enough that I was able to go, you know what? This wasn't my choice, And instead of being angry with my body and feeling like it betrayed me, like I used to, I'm going to support it, and I'm going to get better, and I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to post a video next week. So that was a sign of growth, because I would have felt guilty and then stayed there and beat myself up over it and wallowed in it and tried to overcompensate by posting 2 videos and then burning out, or like whatever, you know? Or tried to, even worse, tried to film a video with a migraine. I think that was a sign of growth, and I wanted to share it. So, in my meditation today, what I felt was that I would not have the dreams that I have if they were not attainable. And that's the thought that I'm carrying with me today. So, anyway, I'm gonna get to work and then have lunch and then play Paleo with Paulina later. So, I'll check back in later. Today was pretty good. I ended up having an impromptu meeting with one of my friends that sends me work, and then with one of my clients back to back. They were both like, hey, can you hop on Zoom? And I was like, sure. So did that, and I'm so excited. I'm about to wrap up a landing page project with one of my clients, and I'm getting her set up with Squarespace and all of that today. So yay, we are so close to launching. So yeah, really excited. So today went pretty well. So after that, I had some lunch and then hopped on Paleo with Paulina and Chrissy and another friend, and we just hung out and just had a cozy time. And then I had therapy. So, and Desi's right here like being all cute and wanting to play. So with one-eyed alligator, her gator Gaston. So anyway, yeah, today was pretty good. I didn't get quite as much done as I had hoped just because of those other things coming up. But one of those other things that came up was another job for this week. So it's only like a couple hours worth of work, but I'm still like very grateful. So can't complain about that. So yeah, it was a pretty good day, and I'm feeling pretty chill. I may or may not work on a couple of things before I go play video games. I need to keep working on building Moika. I've got her mostly built. I just need to get some stuff for her weapon to level up, and then obviously better artifacts. That's like a given. So anyway, that is what I'm going to be doing this evening, and then obviously more Paleo. So yeah, very chill day, and therapy was really good. Just kind of updated my therapist on the stuff that I have been working on in the last couple of weeks, the parts work healing that I did, and some stuff that I have kind of had downloaded during my meditations. So lots of good stuff, and I'm just so grateful to be in a position where I'm able to have a slow season and rest and recover. So let that be a sign for you if you're feeling like that's something that you need to do, and you can just to do it. So anyway, I'm gonna end here for the night. I'll catch back up with you tomorrow. Well, hello there. My whole daily routine completely went out the window today. So it is 3 p.m. and I'm just not picking up my camera. Oopsie. But yeah, I'm about to walk out the door to go get adjusted. So, and Desi knows that I'm about to leave. So she is like all like, ah. Plus it's like thundering and stuff. So anyway. So yeah, I'm about to go do that. I got some work done. Gonna do that, and we're gonna run errands. The boy is going with me. So we're gonna go ahead and knock out our groceries, and need to do a Target run. Yeah, always love going to Target and getting things. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to dodge the storms and do everything we need to without being washed away. Just digging on my chair. So anyway, but yeah, I wanted to pop in before I forgot again. And the day got away from me. But anyway, I'll check back in later once we're back home, and maybe I'll have something more interesting to say. I don't know. I am done for the week, and I realized that I forgot to grab my camera earlier. So it's a short and scuffy weekly vlog. Which honestly, I'm not mad about it being shorter because it'll be easier to edit, and I feel like the long ones were just so long, you know? But anyway, I'm done with work for the week. I was able to finish and launch a client website, or landing page rather. So it's all done and she is thrilled. We are live, everything's published, so yay, I'm so excited. So anyway, yeah, it was a pretty good day. My hip went out about like an hour and a half ago. No, before lunch, so 2 hours ago. So yeah, I think overall, aside from my hip, it's been a pretty good day. And honestly, this week was so much better than last week. I'm just really, really grateful to be feeling better. Survived my period, survived a histamine flare-up. So, but I am ready. I am ready to lock in on video games and just relax for the weekend, except for chores. Tomorrow's my partner's birthday, so we're gonna do a fun dinner. We got steaks to do, so that'll be fun. But yeah, it's gonna be a chill weekend at home. Very much looking forward to it. Before I wrap up for the week though, I did want to share something really cool that happened in my meditation today. And I'm really excited. It's very personal to me, but it's something that I mentioned in my starting over at 35 video, where I was talking about changing my name. And today in my meditation, I did some parts work, which if you are trauma informed, you may have heard of parts work. I think it's also called other things, but it's basically like where you go back and, work with and heal the parts of yourself that held on to trauma. So a lot of them are very young parts. Like for me, the little girl in me who dealt with rejection and ridicule and being made fun of because of my birthmark, that kind of thing. That part of me was very young and never was able to heal because of the trauma. So anyway, that's just an example. But I today, the part of me that came up was my name. And I won't go too into it, but basically I worked with that part of me, and I'm gonna start going by my new name, at least with people that I trust. I won't actually change my name legally until after I have moved out of state, just because there are people here that I really don't want to know. And in my state, you have to publish it in the newspaper that you want to change your name and let it sit there for like 2 weeks to see if anybody has any objections before you can change your name. Like, it's so dumb. So whatever state I move to next is not going to have that. So anyway, but yeah, and I'm not going to share my new name yet, but it was really big. And so I wanted to share, and because it is such a deeply, like, your name is such a deeply personal part of who you are and your identity. Like, so many of us identify as our names. And so I wanted to share because, first off, as always, we do real life here, but also this isn't something that I really hear talked about, where you go through so much growth and you may not feel like your name really fits you anymore. It fits who you were. It fits the survivor that got you through things. It fits the younger person that sustained trauma, but it may not fit who you are as a healed, emotionally mature adult. So what do you do with that? And I know I'm not the only person out there who has kind of gone through this. So I just want to share this process and kind of normalize it. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. I hope that you enjoyed catching up a little bit, and I will see you in the next video. Stay cozy, my friends.